Welcome to another Meeples and Milkshakes Board Game Cafe unboxing video. I'm Jim. We have 3 boxes to open today. 2 of them I think are full cases of the same game, so not a whole lot to go through, but quick unboxing because I know people are definitely looking forward to getting these as soon as possible. Let's get right to it. I am doing another solo tripod video here, so I'll try my best to bring things close to the camera for you. All right, so first up, very exciting, the new Arkham Horror living card game Mythos pack. This is the Essex County Express. Actually, no, wait, hold on. This is not the new one, my bad. This, I should have recognized, this is from the Dunwich Legacy. This is actually a restock of the second pack of the Dunwich Legacy, which was the first campaign, the first full campaign that had a deluxe expansion and Mythos packs. So here we have 1, 2, 3 copies at least of Essex County Express. Let's see, what else do we have here? So we have 3 Undimensioned and Unseen, which is pack 4. And looks like 2 copies of Blood on the Altar, which is pack 3 of Dunwich Legacy. And we have, there's another Undimensioned Unseen, pack 4. Here's pack 5. We got 2 copies of that. Oh, another copy of Essex County Express. Whole bunch of Dunwich Legacy, which makes me happy. Including just 1 copy, sadly, of Miskatonic Museum, which is pack 1. We have had a bunch of these in the last few months, whereas we weren't able to get all the rest. Now we're short of the first pack. We have 1, but we got a bunch of the rest. So if you got one of the copies of the Miskatonic Museum a while back, now you can get packs 2 through 5. Unfortunately, pack 6 was not available. So hopefully that'll come out soon. Now, is this the new one? No, this is the first pack of the Circle Undone campaign, The Secret Name. I'm not sure if we've had this one before. I don't recognize it from our unboxing, so I think this might be new for us. The Circle Undone Scenario 3, first pack of the Circle Undone. I say Scenario 3 because the Circle Undone Deluxe Expansion comes with 2 scenarios in the box, and Scenario 3 is the start of the packs. Okay, so moving on. Now we have this cool game called Kyoto. Money makes the world go down. This is a climate change thematic game. It says you check your reflection in your limo's rearview mirror as you are driven to the climate conference. Your suit and smile look impeccable, presenting a perfect image of environmental concern. Your oil stocks are up and the state coffers are bulging. But soon everything could change as voices from climate research are getting louder. Global warming, rising sea levels, CO2 emissions, air pollution, and animal deaths. Ew, even animal deaths? That's yucky. You're all for saving the world, but can't someone else do it? Isn't your main concern the prosperity of your country? Maybe you could persuade other nations to reach common climate goals. Or can Earth cope with small rises in temperature after all? Either way, when you sit down to negotiate, all that matters is winning. But what does winning mean when it comes to the future? This is one of those like bidding games where there's games like High Society where you can bid and whoever bid the most can't win, even if they have the most points. You can't have the least amount of money left and win the game. So this is a similar game where, if I remember correctly, and I read about this not too long ago, you're trying to have the most money at the end of the game, but if the climate targets aren't reached, everybody loses. So kind of reminds me, there's a few other games that kind of reminds me of. New Angeles comes to mind, a bit of a dystopian game. Anyway, sounds very interesting. I love these kind of negotiation bidding games where QE is another game that comes to mind of this ilk. QE, short for quantitative easing. Anyway, I love that style of game. The mechanic is very, very fun. And I think it's cool that there's a game now that takes this idea and puts it on the climate change theme, which of course, is pretty much the most important thing in the world, even more than other things you might think, because without dealing with our climate change problem, nothing else is going to really matter in very long. So that's depressing, but let's move on to more fun things like the Whatnot cabinet, which is a really beautiful tile laying game and set collection memory. I can't remember if it's a memory game actually, but it looks very, very cool. I think, and I apologize for not remembering, but I think there might be like a book or something called the Whatnot cabinet. Yeah, this looks amazing. Now, if I also remember correctly, and I apologize that I'm not more prepared, but Beth Sobel does the art, and I think Beth Sobel might have done the art on Wingspan. Of course, I don't have a copy of Wingspan handy to check, but in any case, the art in this game is amazing, and we have a couple copies of it here. So if you're interested in this is a Steve Finn game, then come check it out here at the store or on our website, meeples.ca. Next up, we have a restock. This is only the second copy of Jagged Earth we've had. Unfortunately, this is special ordered. Not special ordered. This was reserved. This had been back ordered like literally last year in April. It took that long to get it, almost a year, and somebody's already claimed this. So we'll continue to wait for more. I have no idea why this game is so hard to get in decent quantities. I know it's amazing. This has, let's see, how many again? Something like 20 or how many? 10, right? 10 spirits in this game. So this is an expansion for Spirit Island, and it adds 10 new spirits. It's an amazing expansion. It's in a box the same size as the base game. It is full of stuff. It's a pretty heavy box for an expansion, I'll tell you that. And very, very exciting. If you are a fan, Spirit Island, which you hope you are, it's an amazing cooperative game. It's awesome solo, but it's also awesome at 2, 3, or 4 players. And one of my favorite cooperative games of all time, in fact. So there we go. That's Jagged Earth, already spoken for. Sorry about that, unless you're that person, in which case, hurrah. Next up, we have restocks of the expansions for Role Player, which is a really fun game by Keith Matika, who I think is behind the new cartographer stuff that's coming out in a few months that we kickstarted. So you'll look for that to be on our site soon. The pre-orders for that, we kickstarted it, so you'll be able to get the cool Kickstarter copies of this. But this is Role Player, Fiends and Familiar, and Monsters and Minions. This is the first and second expansions for Role Player. Very, very fun RPG themed games. You are in Role Player, rolling dice to create a really cool character to play in a role-playing game, but you don't actually play the character, you're just making the character. It's a very, very fun game, and that adds a bunch of neat stuff to it. Next up, last thing in this box, and I'm pretty sure those two boxes are just containing this. This is Marvel Champions, the Galaxy's Most Wanted Deluxe Expansion. Has 5 scenarios for the Marvel Champions cooperative card game, living card game. And of course, this is the Guardians of the Galaxy themed expansion for Marvel Champions. It features the Collector, Ronan, Nebula, and Drang, and 2 complete pre-built hero decks, Rocket Raccoon and Groot, I'm guessing, based on the back of the box. Anyway, very excited about this. This is the second big expansion. The first one was Rise of the Red Skull, which we're hoping we can get a restock of someday soon. But in the meantime, almost all of these are spoken for. We have 2 full cases of this, I believe. Let me just double check here. Well, here's a full case of it. Okay, there's 6 more, all spoken for, and yep, another full case. So we have 13 copies of this. I think 9 are spoken for already. So we have a few left, and you'll be able to get those on meeples.ca or here in store. So yeah, this is exciting. We have a number of people that have standing orders for Marvel Champion, which means that we automatically order everything for them, and they don't have to ask for them. They just have a standing order to get everything that comes out for it. And then we also had several people who just, over the last few months emailed us or contacted us and said, hey, can you put aside a copy of that for me too when it comes out? And of course, we're happy to do that for anybody. So yeah, most of these are spoken for, but we upped our order just so we'd make sure we actually had some in stock as well for people who just want to come in and get it. So there we go. Very excited, as I said, to have all of these copies in here for so many people who love this game. I love this game, and I look forward to playing it with more people once that's possible. All right, so that is it for our unboxing. Short and sweet, a bunch of new cool games. I'm particularly keen to try out Kyoto and the Whatnot cabinet. And of course, I should address the current situation. Yesterday, the BC government imposed new restrictions, provincial health orders related to the ongoing pandemic. We are, like other restaurants in British Columbia, no longer allowed to do in-person or indoor dining. No indoor dining. We're also shutting down Stay and Play. Leaves us here with having retail. Of course, we have a huge selection of retail, and we'll have even more because now the tables are going to be full of games and puzzles that we didn't have room to display. And we do have, of course, drinks, milkshakes, baked goods, and desserts. We are, of course, cutting our hours as well because people aren't going to be coming here at 8 o'clock. We don't expect, not in this environment with these restrictions. So we have to save money during this time when we're going to have much lower revenue. So our hours are now 11:30 to 6 until this period of restrictions ends. And hopefully we won't need to make further changes, but that's what we're doing for now. It's very sad. Of course, it's a necessary thing for us to do in this province right now, the way things are. It's not a good time right now, and we have to do what we have to do. We're being responsible here in BC, and it's sad because we had a really, really good turnout here at the cafe over spring break, and that was very hopeful for us. We had hoped, because we had so many new families coming in over spring break and had such great feedback from everybody over that period of time, that we hoped there might be some residual growth, which would be great, because ever since the initial restrictions in mid-November, things have definitely been less busy here than they were the first 7 weeks that we were open before the restrictions. And that's, of course, reasonable, but still difficult for us for our business. So we had hoped there'd be a little bit of growth. Unfortunately, that's going to have to wait now for at least 3 weeks, I suppose, and hopefully as of April 19th or 20th or whenever it is that they're due to expire, then we'll be back to being able to safely have people come in here to play games and eat our yummy food. Until then, we're just going to have to make it through this period somehow. Of course, like I said, we're still making all our great baked goods and drinks and milkshakes and everything. We'd love it if you would come in, even if you usually come in to play games and maybe get some food, but now you're not going to be coming for games. Maybe still think of coming in to get some food to go. That would really help us out. And maybe take a look at our shelves of games that you can buy and take home and play at home, enjoy those games. Yeah, so that's the situation we're in, like everybody else, and we appreciate your support. There's been a lot of nice comments on our Facebook page that we appreciate, people hoping that we make it through this situation and asking how they can help. Some things that I've said in response to those questions have been like, well, we do sell punch cards for Stay and Play, and we sell these individual and family memberships. Of course, kind of weird to buy those right now because you can't actually use them, but obviously does help us if you do. Of course, if you were to buy a membership right now, we would backdate it to start once these restrictions end and you can actually start using it. And of course, the punch card isn't going to expire, so you can use that later on once these restrictions are done. That kind of thing really does help us out. Of course, so does it coming and buying milkshakes and baked goods and all of that as well, and board games. Yeah, also telling your friends about us. Maybe you've enjoyed our drinks and our milkshakes and baked goods and say, hey, why don't you go down there and get some cookies, get some cheesecake. We do also do full pies, so we can do like a full cheesecake or a full carrot cake or a full key lime pie. You can order those from us. That, of course, very helpful if you can do that. If your office or an office that might like a catered lunch, we can do that. We need a little bit of notice so that we can prepare and have it ready for you in time. But we have done this in the past. If you have, if you would like some of our amazing sandwiches or salads to be catered for your business, just let us know. We would be grateful for the opportunity to provide that for you. It's a tough situation, and every affected business in BC is going to need some help, and that's no different from us. So thank you very much. Thanks again also for watching these videos and for all of your nice comments. I love it when we hear people saying that they watch these videos and they enjoy them. So thank you, and please do give it a thumbs up if you enjoy, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell. You'll get notified when these videos go online on YouTube, and we appreciate that as well. Once we get some huge number of subscribers, like 1,000 or something, then there's like more things that we can do with our channel. But until then, we're pretty much limited to doing simple things. Now we're at like under 100 subscriptions, or maybe even under 50 right now, so that's not going to happen anytime soon, but every subscription helps. And yeah, let your friends know, subscribe to our channel. That would really help as well. So again, thanks for watching these videos. We will have more board games coming this month, even though things are going to be a little different. So keep watching this space and keep watching our Facebook and Twitter and website for updates. And yeah, so again, have a great day, and hope you're able to stay safe, and remember to be kind and calm during this difficult time. It really helps everybody to keep an even keel. So again, take care. Thanks. Bye.